What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today. Today we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. Obviously, we're going to do some Bitcoin TA. It's pretty much consolidating, so there's not much information there to share, but we will look around the other parts of the aspects of markets, and they look surprisingly bullish. We're also going to discuss, I think the first thing we're going to do is to discuss the speech David Sachs had yesterday. If you don't know, and I didn't really know his name, David Sachs is the US crypto czar. Okay, for the Trump administration. We'll look at the takeaways of what was said yesterday and how the market reacted, and then we're going to take a look at a new category on CoinMarketCap called IP memes, and which tokens that we know are in there. And so without further ado, let's do this. All right, yesterday, if you didn't know, I've been mentioning that this guy, I didn't know his name, David Sachs, apparently is his name, the crypto czar, was gonna have a speech discussing crypto, digital assets. So let's look at the takeaways. Okay, U.S. crypto czar David Sachs emphasized the need for a clear regulatory framework to foster innovation and protect consumers. Stablecoins regulations are a priority, with the Genius Act aiming to establish clear rules for stablecoin issuance. I think they're pretty high on stablecoins right now too. A potential national Bitcoin reserve is under consideration, though its timeline may be delayed, affecting Bitcoin's reserve reserve asset status. Market sentiment is mixed, with initial optimism about regulatory clarity leading to Bitcoin's rise to 100,000, but recent volatility pushed Bitcoin back down to around 98,000. We'll take a look at the chart in a second. The overall assessment: the announcement of regulatory clarity on stablecoins is bullish, as it signals the U.S. is taking steps towards a more organized approach to crypto, which could spur further market growth. However, the delay in a Bitcoin reserve plan and a lack of substantial updates left some disappointed. Overall, this is a neutral to positive development for the crypto market, signaling progress, but also highlighting the challenges ahead. And there we have it. And how did the market react? A whole lot of the same, nothing really going on, although it looks like maybe we want to drop down. Now notice this is the good thing, and it could change, right? This is the good thing. This line, we do not see bodies below it, right? Ever since we went above it on the 17th of January, we do not see bodies below it, although it is really threatening right now to really kind of close that. And if we do close that, then we are touching this line, how I see it, or we're getting really close. But today, for example, that price is 90,700. Tomorrow it'll be slightly higher, and in a couple of days it'll be at around 91,000. And at the end of this triangle, more or less right around here, it'll be at 93,000. Okay, do we kind of touch it here around this area? It's possible. And notice how we touched it here. There was a kind of this little end right of the triangle, and we did actually touch it. We came back down a few days later. So here we are. Let's see what happens. This is opportunity, guys. Eventually we will, as I mentioned, we will get out of this area, and to me, I don't think it's toward the downside. I think it's towards the upside. Let's take a look at other parts of the market that kind of say yes. All right, I did put this line yesterday while I was making the video, right? So now for the US dollar, talking about the US dollar is what we're looking at right now. For the US dollar to continue, it has to go above this line. Okay, today I would have to go above 108.24. Right now it's at 107.48. Could be that we drop below this line, and it could be that this was the top. All right, so let's see, but that's very bullish for Bitcoin. Dow Jones, a couple days up now. Okay, and let's see if that continues. That's good. We need to see these markets moving up as well. We need to see these markets making all-time highs or being damn close, being positive, because these are also risk assets, less risky than Bitcoin. But if these things go up, there's a positive correlation with Bitcoin and these assets. Sometimes there's less of a correlation, stronger correlation, but for the most part, we want them to go up. Okay, so that's why we look at them. S&P 500, same thing. All right, everything is looking good. And check this out: 10-year. 2-year bond yields dropping. Beautiful. We like to see that. 10-year bond yields. Hey, things are looking good. Looking more and more like a Goldilocks recipe, right? Everything has to be just right. Take a look at total market cap others, right? Excluding the top 10, and we did lose this area, but really no big deal. We are in this. It could be that we do something like that, right? Boom, boom. Or we don't really have to go as low as this line would have us, right? But maybe just right above it, and eventually we break through here, and eventually we break through here, and I think we go up here. All right, I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna say somewhere September. So that's what I would think at some point. This is where this chart would peak out at somewhere in here between 1 and 3 trillion. And that's positive. I think we definitely will need that, want that, because if we are in altcoins and this thing goes up, that means more than likely our altcoins too, the low cap ones. And I think that's pretty much it. That's a pretty quick video, huh? Okay, we have a little bit of time, and the last couple of videos have been long, so we'll make this one short. Interesting right here. So again, the stuff that I just mentioned to you, showed your charts, to me look bullish. Let's see what gold doing really quick. Gold new all-time highs, but that's okay. There's still fear in the market. I thought that's honestly opportunity, but other stuff, other aspects of the market looking good. We just talked about the takeaways from the ZAR. Though the market didn't take it all that well, it didn't just drop. So that's positive. I think we just kind of hang out here. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we hold this area of right now, this descending line, and today it has to stay above a body above 96,800. We can see wicks. That's fine. We've seen wicks, but as long as we don't have a body closed, then I don't see us touching down here. Although we can come slide down a little bit more. Eventually, we'll get back into this. All right, into this channel. All right, eventually we will break out of it. Like I said, I think the first half of this month, you know, we do the wick. We already done the wick, and then the next half, the body moving up higher. Okay, and what I'm talking about is on the monthly. All right, the wick of the mentioned yesterday. Okay, look at this wick, nice wick on the body, and now I think the body, the second half or after this week, we'll start moving up, and eventually we'll see a green body here, which is this month of February, and I think the body will be much higher, and we'll probably see a wick above like we do here. See, body, wick below, wick above. Right now, body, wick below. I think this body has to go up. We're gonna see a long wick because right here, that 102,000 is when the body would turn green. Above that, and then we could see a body here. So it'll be a long wick up to this point at the top of this box right here. Then I'd imagine we'd see a body somewhere around here, 100, 111, 112, maybe, or just right underneath it, 110, and then a wick above, boom, which would, I think that's how we would close out February. But again, it's a pure speculation, pure guess, but that's how ideally I would like to see it. If it does end up closing like this, it'd be a pretty boring month, but wouldn't mean too much because look what happened here, same thing, right? So I mean, leg up, maybe some consolidation, maybe another month or two, maybe February doesn't really go up that high. It's also a possibility, right? But I don't think we'd lose this area, and I think if this would probably be the worst case scenario, that we see a body something like how it is right now. That would be very boring, but it is what it is. And then next month, maybe we consolidate one more month before moving up. Again, we don't need a whole lot of days, right, to string together, a whole lot of months to string together for us to have just a bullish thing, a bullish up move. 200 and something days is more than enough within the year. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. All right. Don't let them scare you out your bags, guys. Okay, and now let's take a look really quickly at IP memes. All right, so now let's take a look at this new category right here on CoinMarketCap. Pretty interesting. Okay, CoinMarketCap, in categories you could find it, right? Categories. But what I just did is I searched it here for IP memes, and it showed up as a category, right, like this. IP memes, right here, categories. All right, so it took me here. There's only a few, 17. Doesn't mean that's all of them, but I mean the ones that, I guess, because they have to get that designation from CoinMarketCap, and CoinMarketCap is slow. So what we can see here, BaseNG, I've been mentioning BaseNG to you guys, 39 million market cap, 8 million in volume, pretty nice. Mochi, I've heard of. I don't know too much about it. I like BaseNG. Obviously, Mr. Miggles right here. This is going to be a huge winner. 70 million market cap, 6 million in volume. Pudgy Penguins, ApeCoin, Cat in a Dog's World, Nero, Simon's Cat. But the ones that I want to bring to your attention, Mr. Miggles and BaseNG, and Keyboard Cat, 43 million market cap, 5.3 million in volume. Keyboard Cat is also one that I like as part of my top 4. Talking about Keyboard Cat and Miggles are 2 out of my top 4. I like BaseNG, but it's not in my top 4. It's also a base play. Okay, so that's interesting. IP memes, man. All right, so I mean that Mr. Miggles and Keyboard Cat and BaseNG are in there. That's positive. Believe me, that's gonna help. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at the top 4 we're talking about it really quick. Let's take a look at the chart, see what's going on here, and then we're done. All right, consolidating just sideways. Maybe we drop back down here, touch 0. If it touches 5 cents again, buy. All right, definitely buy, and then because eventually this thing is going to go higher. I don't know if it does. Let's see. It depends on what the market does. Toshi doing what we thought it would be doing, consolidating between this 0012 and 3059. Okay, KeyCat, same thing, also consolidating. I think KeyCat's in a really good buy area. I'd be nibbling right here. I'd be nibbling on all of them right now. Let's be honest with you. If I had capital, I don't have any more capital. Dogging me, building the shoulder, building the shoulder, the final shoulder of this beautiful inverse head and shoulders. All right, if that is in fact the case, dogging me, this would be a great area to buy because it'll probably be your last great area to buy unless everything goes to crap, which could happen. But I've been nibbling and waiting, and eventually, if it does build a shoulder, then that's a very strong case for my inverse head and shoulders, guys. Let me see. I'm gonna show you. This would mean more or less it would be something like this, roughly. Okay, that's roughly. Say it builds a shoulder right around here somewhere. 3 cents from buying it where it is right now. What is that? Just a little, just almost a 5x, 4.5x. Pretty good, not bad, huh? And I think this is going much higher than that. But I mean, that's what this pattern would indicate. It would go at least. Okay, that would finish out this pattern and then see what pattern it makes, and then probably gonna go higher. I'm very bullish on these markets, guys. So I mean, while we're having red days, you know, if you can, position yourselves accordingly. All right, because eventually we will get out of that zone, and eventually we're going to go much higher. I think then the rest of the market's going to follow Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is the tide that lifts all boats. So the projects that we're in, if they're good ones, they are going to go higher as well, much higher. Okay, cool, guys. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. Trying to grow this channel, all that stuff really does help a lot. Of the side. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.